Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles. In the month of October, I'm going to be uploading 2 videos every day. One that's a very easy or easy difficulty level, and one that's hard, average, or very hard difficulty. And this is today's very easy puzzle, and it's called Green Patches by Rabinimus, I believe is pronounced the way it's pronounced. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means placing the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every box. German whisper cages. Within German whisper cages, the digits do not repeat and sum to the total given in the top left corner. So these must add up to 21, these must add up to 19, these must add up to 22, this must add up to 10, etc., etc. Moreover, adjacent digits in German whisper cages must differ by at least 5. So, for example, if this were, say this was a 9, that means in these 3 spaces, you could have a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so the one that I highlighted would probably was the most important one, right? So we have, this is 22. This has to be surrounded by 3 digits, which are either all high or all low. So this corresponds to some number. So if this is a low, and it would have to be 1, 2, or 3 if it's a low. Say it's 2, right? If it's 2, the numbers next to it would have to be 7, 8, and 9. And that's 24 already, which is greater than 22. So this cannot be 2. And it also can't be 3 because of this, actually it can't be 3 anyways. So if this is 3, it doesn't work either. So if it's 2, it doesn't work. If it's 3, it can't be because it's surrounded by 3 digits, which have to be 5, at least 5 away, which 3 does not have. So this has to be either 1, or could potentially be 8 or 9. If it's 8, this is 1, 2, and 3. So 8 plus 6 is 14. So 22 minus 14 would be 8. So you would have an 8 and an 8 in there, which is not possible because of Sudoku. So this can't be 8 either. So it's 1 or 9. So we know for certain this is 1 or 9, right? If it's 1, it cannot be with 7, 8, and 9. It cannot be with 6, 7, and 9. Can it be with 6, 7, and 8? Yes. So it cannot be with 6, 7, and 9 because that adds up to... Wait, no, hold up. It can't even be with 6, 7, and 8 either. If this is 1, it has to be with 6, 7, and 8. But that adds up to 21. Plus 1 is 22 already for these 4 digits, and this can't be 0. So this has to be 9. And therefore, these are... So this is a high. This is a high. And these are lows. So it could be any of the digits from 1 through 4. The 4 cannot be here, though. So this is either 6. So it would be 1, 2, 3. That would be 6 plus 9 is 15. So 22 minus 15 is 7. So this could be 7. Or this is 1, 2, 4. That would be 7 plus 9. And so this would be 6. So either way, 1 and 2 have to be here. And the 3 or the 4 is the question. So this cannot be 3 and 4. So we have 1 and 2 here. We don't know about 3 or 4. And it's with 6 or 7 here. Okay. Here, this is high and low. So it cannot be 3 and 7. It cannot be 4 and 6. So it has to be 1, 2, 8, or 9. So there's no 1 and 2 here. This goes high, it could be high, low, high, low, high. But, okay, so this cannot be high, low, high, low, high, right? If it's high, high, and high, this is at least 6 plus 7 plus 8. So that's 21. The two lows would have to be 1 and 2, which is not possible, which adds up to 3. So you have 3 plus 22, 21. 21 plus 3 is 24, which does not add up, which is greater than this. So this has to be low. These three have to be low, and these two have to be high. And it's a similar situation here, right? If you have high, 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 and actually I think it's similar here, right? If you have high, 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 that's at minimum 6 plus 7 plus 8, which is 21. And then the low has to add up to at least 3. So 21 plus 3 is 24. So this has to be low, low, low. This has to be low, low, low. So these are all low. These are all high. If this is low and high, that would be 3, 4 at most. So that'd be 7, and then 9 at most, which is 16. So this cannot add up. This cannot be low and high. So this has to be high, high, low, and same here. This is high, high, low. So on top of that, we have another 5 set, which is less than 24. So this has to be, again, low, low, high. So this is high. Okay, 21 and 22 and 23. Even with the lows. Okay, so 21. Well, this one had to be 9. If this is 2, 3, and 4, you have to have a 9 and an 8. So if you have a 4, you have to have a 9, right? So 1 plus 2 plus 4 even adds up to 7. 21 minus 7 is 14. So you would have to have 5 and 9 be the other possibilities, because the 9 would have to be there because it has to be next to a 4. But that doesn't work. So then it has to be 1, 2, and 3 here. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There has to be at least an 8. So it has to be 7 and 8, right? So this is 7 and 8, which means this can't be 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 plus 7 and 8. I think we figured out then that this cannot be 1, 2, and 4. Again, digits cannot repeat in the cages. So it could be at most 1, at least 1, 2. Okay. Say you had 1, 2, and 4. The 4 requires the 9 to be in that set. So 1, 2, 4. I guess it could be 6, 9, right? So 1, 2, 4, 6, 9 actually does work. Wait, does it? No, the 6 cannot be between two digits, two unique digits on a German set, a German line. And this is essentially a line. So it cannot be 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. That doesn't work. And 1, 2, 4, 7, 8 also doesn't work, because 4 would have to be next to a 9. And it can't be next to 7 or an 8. So this, again, has to be 1, 2, and 3. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. So 6 minus 22 is, so this has to be 7 and 9. This is 7 and 9. This cannot be 1 or 2 because we have 3 numbers, unique digits from 1, 2, and 3. So that eliminates 1, 2, or 3 there. So this is 8, 9. So this has to be 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. So this is 8 or 9, this is 1 or 2, this is 1, 2, or 3, with a 7 and 9, so that's 22. This also has to be 1, 2, or 3, 1, 2, or 3. This is 7, 9, 7, 9. This is 1, 2, or 3. We don't know anything about this. This has to be 3 or 4. This has to be 2, 3, or 4. if it's 4, it has to be 6 and 9. It can't be 4. And then if this is 3, this would have to be 8 and 9, so it can't be 3. So this is 2, this is 8 and 9. This is 8 and 9. This can't be 4. 4 can't be next to 2 digits, like, again, 2 unique digits. So this is 8 and 9. So this is 8 and 9. This can't be 3, so 3 is one of those two. This can't be 2. So this is 8 or 9. This is 8 or 9, so this has to be 7. So this is 7, this is 9, which makes this 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is 3. So this cannot be 3. This is 1, 2, and 4. So that's 7 plus 6. So this has to be 1, 2, and 4. This has to be 6 now. So this has to be 1, and this becomes 2 and 4, 2 and 4, right? So let's make sure that adds up correctly. This is 10, 16, 22. Yep, that works. So this has to be 2 and 8, which makes this 7, which makes this 8, which makes that 3. This becomes 1, this is 2. We have 9, this is 3, this is 7, this is 1, this is 2. Makes that 1, 2, 8, 9, 8, 9. This can't be 6. Okay. So, what happens if you have 1, 2, and 4? I think 1, 2, 4 for the 23 cage actually does work. So, if you have 1, 2, and 4, yeah, you could have 7 and 9, right? Can you have 2, 3, and 4? I don't believe so, right? 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9. So 23 minus 9 is... Can you have 1, 3, 4 is the question, really. I should probably start with that. Let's try with 1, 3, and 4. Actually, let's try. I guess we can try 2, 3, 4. That's 9, right? So let's start with not 2, 3. Well, 1, 3, 4 might be better. Okay. 2, 3, 4. If you have 2 plus 3 plus 4, that equals 9. So 23 minus 9 is 14. So you either have a 5, 9 or a 6, 8. Since you have a 4 in the set, it has to be next to a 9, so it would have to be 5, 9. But you can never have a 5 in the German whisper line. So 2, 3, 4 is out. 1, 3, 4 is 8, right? So we know 1, 2, 4 works. So 1, 2, 4 works with 7 and 9. So you have 7 plus 16, which adds up to 23. So it could be 1, 2, 4, and then 7, 9. Or can you have... You could have 1, 2, 3, and that would be with 8, 9. Yeah, so you could have 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 7, 9. So what about 1, 3, 4? If you have 1, 3, and 4, you have to have a 9 and 8. Right? So because 9 has to be next to 4, but 3 has to be next to either 9 and something, or it's next to a non-9, which would have to be 8. So 3, 8, and 9 is 17, but 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8. So that would act up to 25. So you cannot have 1, 3, 4. So again, you have to have 1 and 2. So we know 2 has to be one of those. We also know 1 has to be one of those. So this is 3 or 4, and you have 7, 8, or 9. But this can't be 9, so this has to be the 9. So this is 7 or 8, and we don't know which. This is 3 or 4. This is 2 and 8, so this is all kosher. So this is blue, this is red. Okay, so 1 has to be one of these two. So 1 has to be here. So this is 1, which is also low. So now we know this can't be, so we have This is 5, 4, 5, 6, 8. So 8 can't be here or here. This can't be 4. This has to be 8. So this is 4. This can't be 4. So this is 5 or 6. So this can't be 4. This has to be 7. So this is 7. So this is a high. This can't be 1. So this has to be 1. So that's low. So one of these two is 1. We don't know which. 2 also cannot be either of these because this is 2 and this is 2. So this has to be the 2, which makes this low. 3s. So we had 1s. So 1's one of those. 1's one of those. 2s. 2's one of those. 2's one of those. 3s. 3 could be one of those 3. 3 has to be here. So this is 3. So this can't be 3, which means 3 is one of these two, right? So this cannot be 3 or 4. It could be 5, 6. It can't be 7, 8, or 9. So this is 5, 6. So we have 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. This becomes 3, 7, 3, 7. This is 5 and 8. This is 5 and 8. So this cannot be 5. Therefore, this is the 4, which makes that 9. So this is high. This is low. This can't be 4. Maybe not. Okay, so all the 9s, this has to be 9. These 9s, this has to be 9. 8s, 8 has to be here. Oh, wait, not, yes. This can't be 8, this can't be 8, so 8 has to be here, so this has to be 7. If it's 7, it's 1, 2, 7, and 9. So this is 19, so this has to be 4. So that's 4. This is 2, this is 4, this is 1, this is 2. This can't be the 1, therefore this is 1. So we've got all the 1s figured out. We have all the 2s figured out. All the 3s we don't know. So this is 3, 5, 6, and 8. Right? 3, 5, 6, 8. This can't be 6. This has to be the 5. So this is 6. This is 3 and 8. Therefore, this is 5 and 6. And then we have this. This can only be 1. Oh, actually, we didn't do all the 1s. Interesting. So this is 4 and 7. So this is 7, 4. This becomes 5 and 6. This is 3, 4, and 7. So no 3, no 7. This can't be 4. So this has to be the 4. Here we have 2. Oh, okay. So 2 and what's the last one? 4. So this is 5, 6, 8. So this is 5 or 6. So this is 8. This is 5 or 6. This becomes 4, 5, or 6. So this has to be 4 because we have 5 and 6, 5 and 6. This is 5 or 6. This is 3. This can't be 3. This is 5 or 6. This becomes 3, 4, 8. Can't be 4. 8. 3, 4, 8. So this has to be the 4. So this is 4. This is 3. This is 8. This is 3. 7, 3, 7, 4. This is 5 or 8. So it can't be 8. So this is 5, 8, 5. We have 6, 7, 8. So this is 6, 5, 6, 6, 5. This is 7. This is 8. This is 5. This is 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6, and 5. And that's the solution. Pretty straightforward. You just have to get the logic down. Not too bad. It's just a German whisper line in the cage, which is interesting. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.